Hey guys, good evening everyone. So we're going on to our next topic of foundation chemistry जो कि हम लोग कर रहे थे और इसकी वीडियो आपको almost every Sunday I am trying to put a video. I'll try to start putting 2 in a week, but abhi every Sunday definitely we're going to get one video from this section. Class 9 part 3 foundation chemistry, that is what we are doing, and let's see what all do we have in our box today. We have interconversion between, हम लोग अगर याद है nature of matter कर रहे हैं और हमारे पास है interconversion between liquid and the gaseous state. This is what we are going to do today. Then we are going to do after that factors affecting evaporation. तो दो चीज़ें हम लोग आज करने वाले हैं. एक जो है दैट इज गोइंग टू बी बॉइलिंग पॉइंट और एक इवेपोरेशन. ये दोनों टॉपिक्स जो है या ये दोनों टर्म्स जो हम करने वाले हैं, दिस इज रियली रियली इम्पॉर्टेंट. ओके, नाउ एक और टर्म जो कि मैं आज आपके साथ करूंगी दैट इज वेपराइजेशन. वेपराइजेशन, राइट? सो लेट्स बिगिन. You can see over here, जब भी हम लोग interconversion between liquid and gaseous state करते हैं तो solid is being converted into liquid and liquid is being converted into gas. So we've already finished with solid to liquid in our previous class. आज हम लोग liquid to gas में जा रहे हैं. तो आप simultaneously ये भी देख रहे हो कि what is happening to the molecules. When you're looking at the solid, the molecules are very closely packed, right? जब हम टेम्परेचर देते हैं उसको तो वो मेल्ट होके लिक्विड स्टेट में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं, जो कि हमने पिछली क्लास में किया है. तो जिन्होंने पिछली क्लास नहीं देखी तो एक बारी उसको भी आप देख लो. देन वी आर अगेन heating, still continuing to heat. So that is going to convert into the vapor state. You can see that the molecules are very very far apart over here, which is one of the characteristic of the gases. So this is what vaporization is, changing of liquid into the gaseous state. That is what vaporization is. So let's see what is vaporization, guys. When we're talking of vaporization, vaporization is the process of conversion of liquid state to gaseous state. So as you've already seen in the picture, liquid state to gaseous state. The molecules, they are going to get energy from the heat which we are supplying. Kinetic energy increases, molecules start moving vigorously, they overcome the forces of attraction and they are going to go far apart, that is they are converting into the gaseous state, right? So this is what basically is happening. Now at a particular temperature we see that there is no further increase in kinetic energy of the molecules. It means that the heat energy supplied, that is going to increase the potential energy. So heat energy जो कि हम लोग supply कर रहे हैं वो क्या कर रही है? It is increasing the potential energy of the system. और system यहाँ पे क्या है? Liquid. ओके, या आप ये भी बोल सकते हो इंक्रीजिंग द पोटेंशियल एनर्जी ऑफ द मॉलिक्यूल्स. तो उसकी वजह से जो इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर फोर्सेस ऑफ अट्रैक्शन होते हैं दे आर गोइंग टू डिक्रीज. इंटर मॉलिक्यूलर फोर्सेस ऑफ अट्रैक्शन is going to decrease. Okay, अब molecules क्योंकि intermolecular forces of attraction decrease हो जाएंगे तो molecules they are going to move apart और substances liquid से gaseous state में चले गए. इस process को हम क्या बुलाते हैं? This process is known as boiling. Okay, और टेम्परेचर at which the liquid is converted into vapor state at normal atmospheric pressure, that is the boiling point. So if we're defining the boiling point, guys, boiling point क्या हो गया? Constant temperature at which, let's take another slide over here, at which conversion of the liquid to gaseous state takes place. Takes place at normal atmospheric pressure. So that is what boiling point is. अब what are the factors which are affecting boiling point? Generally there are two factors जो कि boiling point को affect करेंगे. एक है pressure और दूसरा है impurities. अब हर एक लिक्विड का अपना एक फिक्स्ड बॉइलिंग पॉइंट होता है. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम लोग वाटर ले रहे हैं तो वाटर का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट वी नो इन केल्विन इट इज 373 केल्विन, राइट. और अगर हम अल्कोहल का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ले रहे हैं तो अल्कोहल का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट इज 351 केल्विन. सो एवरी लिक्विड इज गोइंग टू हैव अ सेट एंड प्रिसाइज बॉइलिंग पॉइंट. वही उसको डिफरेंशिएट करता है with the other liquid, right? So that is, you can say, a kind of one of the specific characters of any liquid. Now when we are talking of the factors which are affecting the boiling point, so as we just said, the first one is going to be pressure. So if you're coming back to the definition of boiling point, so यहाँ पे हम लोग एक word use कर रहे हैं, normal atmospheric pressure. Okay, so how does pressure affect the boiling point? Boiling point जो है liquid का वो increase होता है with increase in external pressure. Boiling point of a liquid increases with increase in external pressure. तो अगर एक्सटर्नल प्रेशर इंक्रीज होगा तो बॉइलिंग पॉइंट भी इंक्रीज होगा. तो वाटर जो है वो बॉईल करता है 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे, पर अगर हम लोग हायर एल्टीट्यूड्स पे चले जाएं, हायर एल्टीट्यूड्स, what happens at higher altitudes? Higher altitudes पे the pressure is less, external pressure is less, therefore the boiling point of water is also going to be less. So at higher altitudes water boils at a lower temperature. ये बहुत important है. At a lower temperature than 373 Kelvin. ठीक है, and this is the principle which is used in the working of pressure cooker. So let's see what is happening. और ये आपको question भी आता है, let's see what is happening in a pressure cooker. अब प्रेशर कुकर में जो एक्सटर्नल प्रेशर होगा वो ज्यादा होगा. ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड कि प्रेशर कुकर में हो क्या रहा है. तो जब भी हम लोग एक प्रेशर कुकर ले रहे हैं, ओके, लेट्स ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड इट मोर इजीली। जब भी हम लोग प्रेशर कुकर लेते हैं तो वाटर को हम लोग सब्जेक्ट करते हैं या खाने को हम लोग सब्जेक्ट करते हैं टू हीटिंग इन अ क्लोज्ड वेसल, isn't it? So vessel over here is going to be closed, or space is also confined, in a confined space. So by doing this, what we have done, we have allowed the steam to be generated. So what is happening over here is that the steam generated in fixed volume is going to increase. अब अगर स्टीम इंक्रीज हो गई तो वो स्टीम क्या करेगी, प्रेशर को भी इंक्रीज करेगी। तो वॉल्यूम फिक्स्ड है बट प्रेशर इंक्रीज हो रहा है, सो इट इज इंक्रीजिंग द प्रेशर, राइट। नाउ अगर हमारे पास प्रेशर इंक्रीज हो गया तो वो प्रेशर कहाँ इंक्रीज हो रहा है या कितना इंक्रीज हो रहा है, इट इज इंक्रीजिंग बियॉन्ड द नॉर्मल एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर। ठीक है, सो नॉर्मल एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर से हमने प्रेशर इंक्रीज कर दिया बाय जनरेटिंग स्टीम इन अ फिक्स्ड वॉल्यूम। अब एक्सटर्नल प्रेशर ज्यादा है तो बॉइलिंग पॉइंट क्या होगा, इट विल राइज बियॉन्ड 100 डिग्री, एंड जो टेम्परेचर कुकिंग मीडियम का है वो ज्यादा है देन द नॉर्मल बॉइलिंग पॉइंट, सो फूड इज गोइंग टू गेट कुक्ड एट अ फास्टर rate, right? So if you want to make down notes over here, you can do so. Now once the pressure has been increased beyond the normal atmospheric pressure, we are saying that external pressure is more. External pressure is more, right? So due to more external pressure, boiling point of water rises beyond 100 degree. Beyond 100 degrees, or you can also say 373 Kelvin. So boiling point क्या हो गया, boiling point हो गया increase. सो टेम्परेचर जो कुकिंग मीडियम का होगा वो ज्यादा होगा, टेम्परेचर ऑफ कुकिंग मीडियम being greater than the normal boiling point makes food cooked at a faster rate. At a faster rate. Okay, so this is what the pressure is going to do to the boiling point, and the principle behind, you know, principle behind the cooking of food in a pressure cooker, that is going to be this. फिर उसके बाद हमारे पास आ जाता है effect of impurities. इम्प्योरिटीज का क्या मतलब हुआ कि आपने एक बीकर में पानी लिया है, राइट, एंड यू आर बर्निंग इट और यू आर हीटिंग इट, बर्निंग इट तो नहीं, बर्निंग इज अ रॉन्ग वर्ड, वी आर हीटिंग इट. we've taken another beaker, and in this we have taken salt solution. So in other words, we've added some impurity in the beaker, and that impurity is salt. Now what is going to happen? When we are dissolving an impurity, then the boiling point is going to increase. If this is the boiling point of pure water, the boiling point of salt solution is going to be more than 373 Kelvin. Okay. So impurities are going to elevate the boiling point. Elevate means what? Elevate means increase. It is going to increase the boiling point. Now when we are talking of conversion of liquid to gaseous state, so that can even be brought about without, supplying any heat energy. Like for example, if you've just kept a glass of water on the table and you forget picking it up for several days, what will happen? After a few days, you will see that the level of water is going to decrease. So again, the liquid is converting into the gaseous state, but at its own pace. खुद से वो कन्वर्ट हो रहा है, पर अपनी मर्जी से, अपना टाइम लगा के, क्योंकि हम लोग उसको कोई भी एनर्जी सप्लाई नहीं कर रहे, राइट? तो उस पे पूरा का पूरा बल्क जो है, दैट इज गोइंग टू change into the gaseous state, and that is what evaporation is. So you can see over here the ocean that is evaporating, the upper layer, this layer, the surface layer, that is going to evaporate, right? And the source of energy over here is going to be sun. Now it is not that the entire ocean is getting evaporated, it is only the surface molecules which are getting evaporated, right? So basically what is happening over here is that when we are looking at, again, I'm taking over here a small beaker with a liquid, and we'll try to understand कि यहाँ पे बॉइलिंग से क्या फ़र्क है. बॉइलिंग में सारे मॉलिक्यूल्स, अब इसके अंदर हम लोग बोल रहे हैं कि देयर आर मॉलिक्यूल्स विच आर प्रेजेंट, राइट? द मॉलिक्यूल्स, दे आर vigorously moving from here to there continuously. ठीक है? अब यहाँ पे there are surface molecules. Surface molecules जो हैं वो सिर्फ अंदर की तरफ को attracted रहेंगे, क्योंकि बाहर कुछ भी force of attraction नहीं है. अब जब हम लोग थोड़ी सी एनर्जी भी सप्लाई करते हैं, तो ये जो surface molecules हैं, these surface molecules, they are going to overcome the forces of attraction of the liquid, and they may run the, or they may, you can say they may escape the sorry, forces of attraction, and they may leave the liquid. Okay, so जब इन surface molecules ने liquid के surface को छोड़ दिया, तो ये जो 1 2 3 हैं, they come to the surface. So this is how evaporation is going to take place. So what are we saying over here? That this is a surface phenomena. But when we are talking of boiling, guys, boiling is a bulk phenomena. पूरा का पूरा liquid boil हो रहा है. ओके, ये सिर्फ सरफेस फिनोमेना है. सरफेस के मॉलिक्यूल्स जाते हैं, नीचे वाले सरफेस पे आते हैं, फिर सरफेस के मॉलिक्यूल्स जाते हैं, फिर नीचे वाले सरफेस पे आते हैं. सो दैट इज हाउ द मूवमेंट ऑफ द मॉलिक्यूल्स इज गोइंग टू टेक प्लेस फ्रॉम द लिक्विड स्टेट टू द गैसियस स्टेट, राइट? नाउ इवेपोरेशन को हम लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं? इट इज द surface phenomena. Now it will depend, because it is the surface phenomena, then it is going to depend upon different factors. So let's see what are these factors. This I have taken, the image I have taken from Google. So यहाँ पे different factors affecting evaporation is going to be temperature, it's going to be surface area, it is going to be humidity, it is going to be wind speed. So temperature, if it is a sunny day, the temperature is going to be high, the evaporation is also going to be high. Because the surface molecules, they are going to leave the surface more vigorously, more molecules will move to the surface, and hence the evaporation is going to be high. The same thing happens if you're talking of, drying clothes on a sunny day. The clothes, they are going to dry faster. Okay, if the sun is not there, then the rate of evaporation is going to be less. Then second is, so we can say over here that, temperature is directly proportional to evaporation. Greater the temperature, greater is going to be the evaporation. Then surface area, because we say that it is a surface molecule, if there are more molecules which are exposed to the surface, as you can see over here, so if there are more molecules which are going to be exposed to the surface, more molecules, they are going to leave the liquid and go into the vapor state. So again, evaporation is going to increase. So we can say that surface area is directly proportional to evaporation. Then humidity. Humidity means that if the atmosphere already has water vapor, okay, then it will not take in more molecules of water. As you can see over here that you've covered the cup with, you can say a bell jar or whatever. So you've covered it. So what is happening over here is that due to vapors, there are already vapors which are present over here. So if this bell jar, inverted bell jar, already has vapors, it will not take in any more vapors. Like if during the rainy season you're trying to dry clothes, even if though it is not raining, still the clothes are not going to dry fast. The reason behind that is that there is already so much of moisture in the atmosphere that the atmosphere doesn't want to take any more liquid. Okay, so we can say that humidity is inversely proportional to evaporation. Greater the humidity, less is going to be the evaporation. Wind speed, more the wind speed, more surface molecules, they can overcome the energy barrier of the liquid and get converted into the gaseous state. Okay, so wind speed is also directly proportional to evaporation. So these are the factors which are affecting evaporation. Then we have the opposite of evaporation, which is condensation. What is condensation? Condensation is the conversion of gaseous state into liquid state. Right, so that is known as condensation. So this, we can bring about condensation by, of course, cooling the gas below certain temperature. Now when heat is extracted from the gas, because what is happening over here, gas is being converted into the liquid. In order to do so, we will have to extract some heat from the gas. So what will happen? Heat extracted is going to result into decrease in kinetic energy, of the molecules. So if there is decrease in kinetic energy of the molecules, temperature is going to fall. And if temperature falls, then what will happen? When sufficiently low temperature that is attained, then the gas that will convert into the liquid state. Okay, and this will also definitely result in increase in intermolecular forces of attraction. So if the molecules are coming close, then the gas can be converted into liquid. Now, conversion of gaseous to liquid state, that can be brought by the application of pressure as well. So if you're applying pressure to the gas, we are getting the molecules closer to each other, as a result of which we are again increasing the intermolecular forces of attraction, which will result in conversion of gases into liquid, right? Then what is the effect of condensation on climate? It is due to condensation that formation of dew, fog and clouds is going to take place. So whenever the temperature is high, the water in the water body, that is going to evaporate, right, during the daytime, and the process goes on continuously, and the air does not become saturated with water vapor. When the temperature falls during night time, air becomes saturated with water vapor. The temperature at which the atmospheric air becomes saturated with water vapor, that is known as the dew point. Okay, so if you're further lowering the temperature, some of the water vapor condenses, and the water droplets, they are going to condense as dew. Also, if the condensation of water vapor takes place on floating dust particles, that is going to result in fog or mist. So what is basically happening in the upper part of the atmosphere? The condensed water droplets, they are going to appear as clouds. So this is how condensation is going to form dew, it is going to form fog, it is going to form clouds, right? So this is all what we have today. In our next class, we are going to do sublimation, we are going to do latent heat, then I'll also give you some questions, and then we will go on to our next topic, which is classification of matter on the basis of chemical composition. So guys, just stay tuned for your next class. See you soon. Bye bye.